All right, good morning, guys, and welcome back to Unleashed Strength Gym Show. USG show is back. Unfortunately, it's just me this time, so if you're disappointed that Margaret's not joining me, let her know in the comments. Just kidding. Uh, Basically, I like doing this. I like being on video. I like making the recordings, talking about stuff, all that good stuff. But I know it's not quite her she doesn't really like that part of it all. So I don't want to pressure her into doing it for sure. So I'm going to be doing the majority of the shows. She might come on for like some guest topics or that kind of thing. We're actually recording on the camera. I'm going to turn it into a podcast. We got it live on Instagram. We got it live on Facebook. So we got a ton of different media routes going. So that's a cool. I just figured I needed to get like back on a consistent, having a pillar of content going at least once a week. So I'm going to try to do this Monday mornings. So if this is something you like, first of all, definitely, let me know. Let me get me some good feedback. I want to make this a weekly thing, like I said. Have people on our live, whether it be call-ins or on Instagram, that kind of thing. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And then the way I want to break it down is to do some sort of kind of like state of the gym, what's going on at the gym, what's going on with the business, kind of give you like a behind the scenes look at that kind of stuff, which I think would be fun. I just know there's a lot of people who are interested in that kind of thing, what we're getting ready to do and grow and how things are going, all that kind of stuff. And then move into more of a topic of the day, which I don't really have anything super good today. I was thinking more doing like a general recap of the year, how this first year has gone, all that kind of stuff, which I think would be a cool topic. Some interesting points, some interesting stuff happened this past year. Obviously, it's been a wild year. Super thankful for it all, but here we are. Going into year two now, and figured it'd be kind of cool to go over what happened this past year. Just a brief overview, and then go into any Q&A. I got some questions actually ready from last time, or when I thought we were gonna do the USG show again. Some people sent some questions, so I have some lined up for today. But if you guys have extra ones, or you guys have ones for today or for next time, whatever, drop them in the comments, drop them during the live feed, whatever you want to do. Like I said, it'd be fun to have some people on the live. Instagram makes it easy where people can hop on the live stream with me. So if we want to have a little conversation, you guys want to share your thoughts on a certain topic, let me know. That'd be cool too. Anyway, I just want to hop right in. So basically, where is the gym currently? And then we'll go over some of the past year. So, state of the gym, honestly, is really good. All things considered, we're super pumped to be where we are. We're about sitting at around 320 members. So, yeah, whether or not that's like, it was very hard to project where we would be in a year. It was also hard to expect that we'd be sitting through a global pandemic and forced to be closed for 2 months. So there were so many weird variables this year for sure, and they definitely tell you to expect the unexpected with business. I think a pandemic's a little out of the ordinary, all things considered. But yeah, so we're sitting at about 320 members. We have definitely a vibrant community, a great group of people at the gym. It's a place that I've come to just. I mean, you spend every day of a year at a certain place. You better hope you like it, and thankfully I do. I really do enjoy being at the gym. Very grateful for the community that we've built, for those people that are there, and I really enjoy. I've made. It's probably one of my favorite parts about the gym itself is just the number of friends that I've made, the people that I've gotten to know from all different walks of life and situations and everything. So it's been really, really cool to see that and to like get to be friends and get to be a part of it. Not just it's one thing just to build a gym and have people come to it, but I've been very blessed to been able to be in the thick of it with everybody and be at the gym, pursuing my own fitness and strength goals and having the support of other people there, but also being able to like support and be with other people who are pursuing their own training goals and everything. So it's been really cool to be a part of the community for sure, not just like have the gym. So yeah, vibrant community, lots of memberships. Like I said, has been doing really well. I've been trying to, what was I say, we have for the most part, most people are on the month-to-month memberships, which has been really good for us. I think because in my opinion, we try not to get people trapped into long-term memberships. I just don't really feel like that's a beneficial thing from like a community standpoint, from like a business standpoint too. It's like or a branding standpoint. One of the things I've been really trying to practice, and like business is new to me for the most part. Besides before this, I was an engineer. I didn't do business stuff. I studied a lot and I learned a lot from it. But so one of my big focuses has been on like branding and how we're going to brand ourselves, how people are going to know us, and when they hear Unleash Strength, what do they think of? And my goals are always to be a generous brand, to be and to be a positive brand that brings value in some regard, whether it be through comedy, through our stupid videos making fun of ourselves, or value like educational content, that kind of thing, or just a place where people can feel supported, or whatever it is. So I digress, but it's something that's kind of interesting to talk more about that later on, like branding versus business and that kind of thing. And this whole thing has been such a learning experience for me. So like I said, I've never run a business before. I've never opened a gym. Like I said, I did math at Virginia Tech. So and project management and stuff. So this whole business thing is definitely new to me, but it's been crazy learning experience. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, membership's going well. The community in general is going well. We're back to we had paused for a little bit because of COVID and everything, but we're back to like our monthly events, which has been a lot of fun. We had our Halloween lift. We had, what was the last one we just did? November for Thanksgiving. Got together, and so we'll be looking to have something, I think, end of December as well. I think that's something that was a big part of what we like to do: get people together, work out together, support each other, have goal events, and these events that you're working towards. So that's all been. I'm gonna turn this off. Good morning, Elijah. Can you hear me? I don't know what to do with this microphone. I'm gonna turn this microphone off over here. Yeah, so excuse the troubleshooting a little bit with some of the technical. I got 3 cameras rolling right now, which might be a little excessive. I'd like to try to figure out how to simplify this one next time. So yeah, with the monthly events going, we're gonna keep that up as long as guidelines, and we can keep doing that safely as long as guidelines allow us to continue to do so. In the current situation with COVID and everything, we're going to continue to do so safely, of course. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I think it's really been a big part of, like I said, the brand, the environment, the community, that kind of thing. It's coming through good. Awesome. So like I said, we want to keep that up for sure. We just moved into working with some more professional marketing agency, so I'm excited for that, to kind of see where that can go. Everything we've done so far has been through word of mouth and kind of like organic growth, and so that's been, I think, really huge for the brand and for the gym, for the business, all that good stuff. But just because most people are bringing in friends, they're bringing in people that they know. And so it's grown very organically, and that community aspect has grown because of that so well. I think we have a really good base at this point. We've grown consistently the past year. I think we're ready at this point. I'd love to throw some gas on the fire and try to really, up everything. Up the brand, up the memberships, up the sales, and everything. And really kind of try to take this to the next level this year. And that's kind of like what I'm thinking for year 2 is like, all right, we got a good base level, but through content like this and through actual paid advertising now, ready to kind of take things, step things up, take things to the next level for sure. What else has happened this past year? Obviously, like I said, we were closed for 2 months. That really stunk. We had talked about this before in our last video. I had obviously gone full time at the gym this past year. And that was awesome, terrifying, exciting. It was everything all in one, basically. We had, I wasn't, we were planning to go full time at the gym. We didn't think we were quite ready to do it, and we didn't know when we were going to do it. But we had obviously. So yeah, I lost my job at the beginning of this year. So February 28th was my last day, my last job. And then at that point, I had been looking for remote jobs. I've been looking for other positions. I mean, I'm talking like hundreds of applications. Very desperate to try to find something to like, that was going to be a little more have more synergy to what I was doing at the gym. Nothing was coming through though, and I think that was sort of, definitely. I think that was definitely providential in how it all played out. So I lost my job, and was able to go full time at the gym, which was really nerve-wracking and terrifying, but also very exciting. And honestly, has worked out super well. Even though I lost that job right before we had to close down for the pandemic, so that was fun. But the month before, like that month before we had to shut down, it was really good that I was at the gym, fully focused on the gym. Because if I was trying to balance my like real work with the gym, real work, because the gym's not real work. My other job with the gym at that point, it would have been very difficult because as gyms started closing across Virginia, we started getting flooded with people. It was crazy. It was awesome, but also just very intense. We had people coming in from like 3 hours away to work out. At that point, we were doing the sign up sheets where we shoot 10 people at a time for workouts and everything. So it was very, very stressful. My phone was just on fire for like days. People calling to see if we were open, if we were taking new drop-ins or new memberships, and all that kind of stuff. We had to shut down new memberships. We had to continue to schedule people through the app, constant cleaning, all this kind of stuff. So that was a really stressful time, and it was good that I was able to like focus 100% on the gym at that point. So yeah, and then we closed down not too much later, but at the same time, so it worked out. It worked out well. And then since we've reopened, well, that 2 months of downtime was like kind of a refresher. I got bored for sure. I was like, we tried a lot hard to like put a lot of energy into like, okay, let's keep the momentum going. Got to keep things going, whatever. But it's also difficult when it just gets completely shut down so quickly. And so yeah, we had to make some adjustments, obviously. And we were able to make a lot of improvements over the downtime. We painted, we moved stuff around, we updated the layout, got some more equipment, that kind of thing. So that was cool. So when people come back to the gym, they saw improvements and upgrades, which was important, I think. But then now that we're open, now that once we got open, to be able to run full steam, full speed ahead with just me at the gym, that's been cool. It's been an adjustment. And it's definitely gotten better, and they've been able to, create more content and be able to take care of the gym better. And now that, it's one thing to take care of a gym that has 50 members, because, you don't have to clean as much, or you don't have to organize as much, or you don't have to community manage, right, as much. But now that we're at 300 members, what's up? Thank you so much, Wendell. Best gym, hands down, OG status. Appreciate it, dog. Wendell's been here since the beginning, and he walked by when we were getting ready, one of the week before the gym opened. So, swung by, said hi. We've been friends. He signed up for year membership right as soon as we opened. It was awesome. One of the OG members right here. So yeah, I was gonna say. So yeah, it's been really cool to like devote all 100% of the time. And like I said, it gets more difficult as the gym's 300 members now, to manage the gym. If I was split with my my energy, my focus, it'd be much more difficult. What's good now, I've been able, our community, like I said, it's really come through. I do have a break at least one day a week, so I have a couple guys who are helping me, on Sundays now, for my staff time, so that I can actually get a breather and not be working 7 days a week. So that's been huge. Like I said, that's been game changing for me, just to have one day at least to be just with the family, mental break, kind of refresher, and then I can be excited to go back to the gym again on Monday. When before it's just like one day rolling into the next, and that was really hard. That was really tough. No break, no sort of end in sight. So that was that switch to just giving me a one day off has been really nice. Come check out the gym on Sundays for sure, because it's definitely like super chill day. I know the guys have been putting football games on, the TV. It's just kind of chill vibes, hanging out, and looks like a lot of fun. Honestly, I wish I could go back to. It makes me want to go to the gym on Sundays, but I'm not. I'm staying away from the gym on Sundays, taking my rest day, and our family day. So that's been really good. Where are we at now? So, quick talk about like business. Business wise, apparel wise, that's been really cool too to see that. To see how that's grown. Excuse me. We have a bunch of different. We've really branched out into other types of apparel. We had our first mock meet this past August, so we ended up cranking out some singlets for that. Those turned out really well. I was super pumped for those. Sold a bunch of those. It was a lot of fun. We have a few extra we're trying to sell or we're gonna get rid of. We got a USPA official sanction meet coming up in April, so that's really exciting. So we're gonna try to sell the rest of these singlets and then hopefully get another round of singlets eventually. So if you missed out in the first round, we still have some left, and we'll be getting more hopefully down the road. But that was super fun. It's super cool to see like athletes competing under our brand name now, like wanting to wear our gear, wear our shirts, wear our socks. Oh, wait, we got deadlift socks too, and like want to compete under the USG brand. Like that was so. It was so weird. It was so cool. That's what I've always like wanted to do for sure. Like, support. Be. Have the brand be a team. And for people to go out and like, especially whether the beginners or experienced athletes going out under our excuse me, brand name and like competing under that name, like it's been super cool. And that's one thing I've noticed a lot about the gym too, and about the brand is a lot of times people latch onto it very quickly, and that's like a huge honor for us. Obviously, a huge compliment for us is people will join the gym, and first day buy shirts, first day. Tag us on Instagram, and they just want to be part of the community like right off the bat. Want to be part of the brand right off the bat, and that's like a huge. Like I said, that's a huge compliment for me. Why is my camera blinking? Keep it on the camera because it's blinking. So I might have to hop off real quick and see what's going on with that. Anyway. So yeah, we've got singlets, sweatshirts, socks, shirts. We're working on shorts, more shirts, and some sweatpants now. So we've got like so many things in the works to expand the line. We have so many different items that we've made. We have the online store live and going. We've done a decent amount of revenue on that. I'd love to get that up and kind of boost sales and develop more of like more of the merch side of things. I think it'd be cool. That's kind of like something down the road to like grow the merch side of things. I think it'd be really cool. So that's kind of the state of the gym, where we were the past year. That's not super like great, concise, and clean summary of the past year, but there's just been so much that happened, honestly. So if you have specific questions, let me know. That's kind of the general summary. Here we are now, heading into, like I said, we just passed year one, which is in August. In a good couple months into year two now, things have been great. I'm super happy with where we're headed now. And honestly, the questions that I have written from last time work out really well for the topic, for like talking about the year. Anyway, what were your initial goals for first year of opening? How do they compare to what you achieved? So there's obviously we can talk about like number wise. I actually was able to find, because I was talking to my parents last night about it, and they were asking about goals, like how does your first year of goals compare to what you guys have actually done, or how many like membership, even just membership wise. And I found an old projection actually, and I had a low and high projection. My low was 350, my high was 450. So that was a little off. I was maybe a little ambitious. But I guess that low is pretty close because we're at 320, give or take, and we were down about 2 months because we were closed for about 2 months. So all in all, that 320 is relatively close to that 350. So the projection's not terribly off. We were a little under. It's just, like I said, it was so hard to project how the gym was going to go, how many members we get. How many members we were going to get, how many people were going to, we're even going to make it. Obviously, like we were confident in it, but at the same time, it's like after a year, where we were going to be, I have no idea how to project that kind of number, right? So we were kind of just made our best guess, and when we were submitting applications for the leasing and stuff, we had to have some sort of projection. So that's where those numbers kind of came from. So it's kind of cool to see, compare that. As far as like other things though, there's definitely so much more um, in important, not necessarily more important, but also other important metrics to kind of measure and to shoot for or try to achieve for in those goals. To me, as like building just a less easy to measure metric would be like branding though, like establishing a reputable, and again, reputable is relative, but brand, at least in the area, right, of a gym, of a fitness community, strength community that, cares about his members, that it's supportive, that really cares about the well-being and success of the members. I know this is not just a cash grab. This is not just a let's try to make money quick. This is an investment in hope. What we're trying to do is building a community and building a supportive atmosphere that people can, like I said, all different backgrounds, experience levels can come in, and we have the equipment to handle the heaviest of loads. Talking to you, Jimmy, with his 1,200 pound benches, and then also the atmosphere though in the community to support the most beginner and the most basic of workouts as well. So to me, we have achieved that. Not to what extent you can argue about that, but to me, we're in a good place to where it's like I'm really happy that we've built what we've built so far, and so to me, we've met those marks of the community, of like at least the beginnings of this brand and what I would like to build, and so I'm definitely happy with that. Other goals, I guess, that I had. I don't know. It's hard. Those are like the big things, obviously, like membership wise. I guess you could talk about like revenue wise. I didn't really have like super good revenue projections. I'm not going to get into that today, but if that's something people are really interested in, we can always talk about it, I guess. Don't have revenue numbers now, but overall, like I said, membership wise, we're close to those membership goals that I had thought we were going to do. And then branding, branding community wise, we're definitely there, and at least starting to be where I want it to be. So that was really cool. What are your goals for your second year? Like I said, I want year two to be about like growth and branding, but not just membership wise. Like I want obviously membership to keep going up. I think by the end of year two, being closer to like 500 members would be awesome. We're start getting pretty cozy at the gym if we're at that point, but so we are in talks with the landlord about expanding and about growing. So people are asking like, when's the second location coming? You're gonna get a new place, gonna get a bigger place, blah blah. Ideally, we keep the same place that we have now, and we just grow in there. I do not want to relocate our gym. First of all, the amount of time and effort and energy and expenses that goes into that is just insane. Not that I'm not willing to do that, but if we can just grow where we are, that would be awesome. There's a lot of nostalgia, obviously, with like that first location. You want to keep that, to my opinion, you want to keep that as long as possible. Pause to, there we go. You don't want to keep that as long as possible, in my opinion. And then, so like I said, I want to grow in our space that we're in, and so the way that it's set up, it's a shopping center, and there's just all the bays are all lined up. We have 3 of the bays. Oh, there's Sebastian. Welcome back. So we have 3 bays right now. I'd love to just start kind of taking over bays and growing in the shopping center, and just start knocking walls down. What's up, buddy? So yeah, that's kind of the goal there. I would like to. That's definitely a goal for year 2. Can you close the door, please? So yeah, year 2 is kind of like a big goal for me. Would be to start expanding the gym for sure, width wise, and not moving locations. Maybe eventually, maybe adding a second location one day. But to me, I'd rather grow than move. So that's definitely on the plate. On the potentials, I don't know if that's going to happen within the second year, but I think it definitely could be, depending on how fast we grow, I think. So that's definitely, I would say that's definitely a goal. Other goals, though, just in general, I think we could talk about revenue goals, but membership goals, I would say just rough numbers. If we get to like in the 500s, I think that'd be awesome. I think we'll be a little cozy at the gym, but we can make it happen being the community gym that we are. Put your pants up, please. Sorry. Sebastian doesn't realize that we're recording right now. Blah blah blah. Yes, Sebastian. I'm making a video right now. Okay, can you close the door, please? Thank you. What are your goals for second year? And then, yeah, what do you think the gym and the brand will be for 5 years? So I think this is can kind of like tie it in as well. Second year, I definitely want to take it like to a next level, and in 5 years, I don't know where we want to be. It's like a huge question. It's exciting for sure, but I think by that time, so my goal, if you know the shopping center where we are now, my goal for the gym there is to take over the whole block, basically. Not like the around the corner, but that section of the building. So that would be about doubling our size. Um, my my goal, I guess, my like, and I don't know if it's possible. I think it'd be really cool to have that whole section. Basically, just keep knocking down the walls, taking over, and we would get to about 9,000 square feet. I think that would be awesome. I think it'd be a great size. I think we could fit so many people there, and I think, like I said, I think that would be awesome. I think it would work out really, really well. Whether or not the landlord's going to be willing to like do that with us, and the tenants that we're going to have to kick out in order to do that, whether that's a smooth transition, I don't know. But that's definitely on the plate, and that it's been 5 years. I definitely want something like that. So I don't know if that's the move to grow that way, or if we at that point we're going to have to get a new location. I'm not really sure. But I guess it's going to, definitely, I would say in 5 years, I definitely want to be double the size of our current gym. So I guess that could be one of our goals. Membership wise, I just have no idea. It depends on the size of the location. Depends on so many. If we have multiple locations at that point, that's a lot up in the air for that right now. To kind of even try to guess what kind of numbers we would have membership wise. But going back to like what year two goals are, sorry, I feel like I didn't really like give a good enough answer for that. But with like year two, yes. Okay. Sebastian's gonna join me real quick. Here, sure. Okay, so for year, and so yeah, so year two, we can ask Sebastian what he thinks of the gym in a second too. Um, just taking the gym to the next level in all terms. So growing that membership wise, growing obviously like revenue and stuff like that. But I really want to like the content creation. I'd like to step that up. I'd like it to become. I'd like to have more attention online. We've actually garnered a lot of that this past year. Like we've got. I feel like our following has grown. I feel like our online presence has grown. And so I really want to like take that drive and like become more of like a bigger brand in general, if that makes sense. And so whether that's through content creation, through apparel, through the gym itself, just kind of take everything and turn up the dial, if that makes sense. So that's kind of goal to year two. Now that we have its base, to really like take everything to the next level, if that makes sense. Sorry, I know it's not like super specific, but anyway, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen if the video's gonna cut out here, but it's not. Sweet. So, Bastion, what's your favorite part of the gym? Good answer. Farmer carry. So everyone who didn't hear that one. So yeah, Bastion's been getting in the gym a couple times a week, getting his little workouts in. He's doing really well, learning, trying to balance it so that it's like you don't want to push him to a point where he resents it in the long run. General workouts for kids is not dangerous at all. People always cite old science, old studies, but yeah, working out at the gym for kids is not inherently dangerous at all. You just have to be careful. Just be careful what you're doing. But it's just like no different than not much different than training other people. But general movements, general athletic training, general strength training is really good for kids for sure. So we got him in when we can, and he gets some good workouts in. He just said he likes farmers carries. Farmers carries are good. We got him some goblet squats. Right, he's doing some squats. I think we'll probably wait on some like deadlifts and stuff. Those are a little more complicated movements, but he definitely enjoys being in there, and I like having him come in and see the gym. I think it's cool for him to be able to grow up seeing like us working in the gym, working in the business and everything, and like seeing he's meeting a lot of people, getting to be friends with a bunch of the guys and girls at the gym. So that's pretty cool. So I'm really happy for him to grow up like at the gym too, and seeing that and everything, and without like pressuring him into like you're gonna lift, you're gonna do all this stuff. Like don't want him to resent it growing up. Obviously,
like heavy stuff.
Yeah, one day you'll lift heavy stuff though, right?
Like 285 pounds.
285 pounds. You'll be lifting 285 pounds soon. So. Yeah, so it's been really cool to have him be a part of it. Hopefully, we'll get Beckett in there when he gets older. The boys can lift together, right? So yeah, so that's super cool. It's cool to do this as a family for sure. And yeah, wouldn't have it any other way. So at the risk of before I risk going too long and going past my cutoff time, I'm gonna probably cut it off there. Before everyone's going to start getting up here soon in a second. But I just want to say thank you for joining me for the first video, first podcast, first live, etc. back. I do want to make this a regular thing. Hopefully, like I said, every Monday mornings. So join me at 7. I'll go over our podcast and go over our talk show. We'll have more probably organized like topic of the day in the future. If people want to hop on live with me, we'll definitely have that available as well. Like I said, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and then we got the podcast, Facebook long form video, and YouTube video. So we're trying to just create this pillar of content here, which I'm excited for. So anyway, thank you guys again for joining. Thank you for every single one of you that has ever followed us, liked our content, shared our content, come to the gym, been a member at the gym, whatever. Been in any way involved with Unleashed Strength, or just us as been friendly or supportive of us. We thank you for sure. We couldn't have done it without you. We couldn't be where we are at this point without you guys doing what we love, but also providing the gym and our services to the community and building this community and this brand. So super grateful. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys at the gym or online or social media or next week for the show. All right, peace out. Say bye.
Bye.
Ugh.